first consensus here is reading all the analyst notes on the street. Everyone seems pretty bullish on the stock. Where do you stand?
Well, let's see. We are. This was a strong buy for us, if you want, earlier this year. We downgraded it about a month ago, July 1st. And given that the stock has moved up an additional 30% since our downgrade was clearly premature, or in other words of saying wrong. Look, this company is no question about it. It's a major beneficiary of the upcoming streaming wars. It is a launch partner with Disney for its Disney Plus service, with Apple, and probably with some other companies. Anything that leads to fragmentation of viewing away from Netflix and leads to more ad-supported content on the internet is a win for Roku. There's also this play for them to move more into international markets, which has really been de minimis for them to date, but we think it's inevitable, and I think it's likely near term that they'll expand into Europe. So there's the wins are definitely tailwinds. They're definitely within this company's sales. It's one of the best growth assets in mid-small cap internet as far as I can tell. We're not buyers here because of valuation, but I'd love to see a pullback. I just don't have a great particular reason why it should pull back anytime soon.
Well, Mark, you're always invited back because you called yourself on air, and we certainly do appreciate that. We won't call you wrong. We'll just call you early. How about that? Talk to me more, though, about the valuation. You know, there have been a lot of concerns given, you know, a 30% run alone in the last 8 days. I think 340% alone in the last year or so. What are sort of the concerns, you know, aside from valuation, that you see on the fundamental level of this company?
Well, I would say we think most of that move has been very well warranted, and you know, I don't know whether 13 times forward sales is irrational and 12 times is perfect. That's a hard call to make, and there's no question also that the fundamentals are about the best you can find in mid-small cap internet. We're talking about 80% year-over-year growth for their platform revenue, not the device business, but the platform, the ad revenue business, with about 70% gross margins. That's very rare air. You rarely see that combination. Now, this company's a little bit on the smaller side, so that helps. Small size helps. But the challenges here are on the device side. There is a lot of competition from companies like Amazon and Google. And then in terms of tapping into advertising dollars, like there are a lot of these internet advertising behemoths. And by the way, step back, the June quarter has been a phenomenally good quarter for internet advertising revenue. Every single major platform, including Roku, showed accelerating ad revenue growth. I can't recall the last time that happened. So there's something going on. I have a couple of theories as to what it is, but there's something going on, and Roku's fully participating in that. But at some point, you know, the size of the business will run into the fact that it is competing for ad dollars with the Googles and the Facebooks of the world, and those are two pretty powerful platforms.